Hello and welcome back to Alive Wellness. My name is Emma. I'm your Pilates instructor and today's workout is going to be absolutely fiery. I'm talking ab burn and booty burn. So if you've got one of these booty bands, just like this, any color, any size works, please go grab it now as we will be using it. If you don't have one, no worries guys, you can still do all of this without that band. I want you to place your band up above your knees here and then just find your way down onto the mat. Now I want your head to be released. I want your hands to be down by your side. The feet are planted, the knees are up to the ceiling. From here, we're just gonna start by taking a few pelvic tilts. So we're just allowing our pelvis to tilt away from us and then towards us, finding a little bit of mobility in our lower back. We want to come to that point where we're in between those two tilts, where our pelvis just gently falls into our neutral position. So once you find that there, I want you to feel how heavy the pelvis is into the mat. I want you to make sure that your hips are level with each other. We're not flattening the lower back, we're not arching it. We're at that nice point in the middle here. Now from here, we're going to bring our hands behind our head. Keeping our pelvis as it is in this so-called neutral spine, I want you to gently take it into a crunch. So we're curling up. Do not let your pelvis or lower back move. Look towards your belly and then gently release back down. So now we're just warming up through our abs. Let's use our exhale to come up. Let's use our inhale to lower. Now, as we move here, we're really trying to keep that neutral spine the whole time. That means that that tiny little gap between your lower back and the mat stays there even as we crunch. As we work through, especially our ab series today, I want you to really try to focus on keeping that little gap, on holding your neutral position the whole time. That means that we're not putting any pressure through our lower spine. We're really allowing the core and those deep abs to work so that when we take it into a bigger movement and begin to work those aesthetic abs a bit more, we're actually allowing our body to be protected. We're not going to injure that lower back. We're not going to move through big ranges without turning on that inner core, the most important part of the body. Let's just take a few more here. Now that booty band is on. Because we've got that band on, I want you to just gently open the knees slightly. So we're just slightly pressing out into that band. On our next one, we're going to stay in our crunch. From here, I want you to just take little pulses. Now your eyes are looking to your belly and we're squeezing deep into that lower core as we pulse here. For 4, for 3, 2. We're going to lower the head back down on 1. Allow the hands to stay behind the head. Just check the head is heavy into your hands. From here, I want you to come back up into your crunch, but this time you're going to float your left leg into tabletop. Now that knee stays over the hip, your shin is parallel to your mat. Then we're going to release, reverse down. We alternate sides. Curl up gently, look towards your belly. Gently release down, same breath. Exhale up. Inhale down. Continue to keep that neutral spine. That means as you float the leg into tabletop, do not let your pelvis tuck. Keep those hips level. Allow your elbows to be wide and your hands to just gently support your head. Let's go one more on either side like this. And then again, we're going to build one more layer to this movement. Good. Now on your next one, I want you to come up for that crunch. Pause. This time you're going to reach your opposite elbow across towards that knee as we twist the torso. We then release back down. Alternate sides to come up through the center. Then take that twist, release down. Notice my control here. Now as we move through Pilates-based work, I want you to always focus on really allowing your body to feel in control. We're never rushing the movements. We're always working with Real intention here. Really focus on what muscles are working as you move. Try not to rush. That is the main thing I want you to think about here. Slow, controlled, intentional movements. We've got a few more here. Full exhale to come up and twist. Full inhale to lower. As you take that twist, feel the waist or the obliques switching on. I want one more on each side. Notice that as we work today, we are utilizing this time. We are going to continue to move and flow. No stopping here, no breaks here. Let's release the head. Pause as you lift your arms up to the ceiling. Now just check in again that your pelvis is heavy. And once again, you have that tiny gap between your lower back and the mat. Reach up through your fingertips. From here, I want you to gently float both legs into tabletop. So hold them there, knees over hips again, shins parallel. Without arching your lower back, you're tapping your left toes down to the mat. Then you're drawing them back into tabletop. Let's alternate. Right toes tap. Right toes or knee lifts back up. Exhale with your tap. Inhale as you lift. Good. Now as you work through this one, I want you to again focus on keeping that neutral spine. That means you do not arch the back as you tap. You do not flatten as you lift. Now you've got the band on today, so I want you to just press the foot or the leg rather into the band to create a little bit of extra resistance through the core. Enjoy that extra resistance, that extra burn in the abs. We have 4 more like this. We go for 3, 2. On that next one, you're going to keep your legs in tabletop here. Just make sure again that we're in that neutral position. From here, you're going to flip your palms to face towards your legs. We're reaching the arms overhead with our inhale. Fill the body with that oxygen. Exhale, begin to squeeze through the lower belly first. Come into those upper abs. We crunch up. We gently roll and release down. Exhale up. Inhale down. If you work with that intention and strength, you should feel those shakes in the body. You should feel those abs controlling you, supporting you, allowing you to feel strong from the inside out. We've got 2 more here. Beautiful work. On your next one, we're going to continue that endurance through the abs. We stay in our crunch and you're pulsing your arms up and down. We work our hundreds here. Do not flatten that lower back. Keep it in neutral. Breathe in for 5 pulses and out for 5. We are percussive here. We are really strong in the arms. Squeeze the belly. Keep your neck released. If you feel tension in the neck, bring one hand behind. Take a few pulses and then switch arms. Otherwise, both arms go nice and quick here. Let's stay up and lift a little bit higher for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We go for 2. I want you to lift up higher on that next one. Pause, and we release. Knees to chest. Let's gently rock side to side here. Lovely work. Those abs should already be feeling super strong. Now we're going to take it into a little bit more booty burn now. So what I want you to do, we'll stay on our back for 1 more round of exercises. I want you to open your feet quite wide here so they're almost on the edges of the mat. Now at the same time, the knees open into your band, hands by your side. Allow your head to be really released and relaxed into the mat. You're pressing down through your hands. We're going to drive our weight down through our heels. Squeeze the glutes, come up into a bridge here. Now from here, you're going to lower your hips down, touch your mat, drive them straight back up into that bridge. Lower down, lift up. Notice that we have a wider stance today. So the feet are almost on the edge of the mat. The knees press open with the feet. And this is going to allow us to work into those abductors a little bit more, so the outer glutes. Breathe out to come up, engage the glutes. Breathe in to lower. Allow that soft breath to guide your movement. So even when the moves get hard or your energy wants to get a little bit excited here, use that breath to slow down those moves. We want to feel strength rather than adrenaline as we move. So really allow those long exhales to engage the muscles. So you're always feeling so strong here. Beautiful. Let's take 3 more of these bridges here. Then again, we are going to build on. We go for 2. On your next one, we keep those hips up. Press your knees out really wide for me now, and just pulse those knees open. So now we really think outer glutes as you're pressing them as wide as you can into your band. Now don't hold your breath. Just let it flow. Try to keep that head nice and relaxed. We're going to continue to pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold those knees out on 1. Now keeping your hips up in that bridge, I want you to just walk the feet a little bit closer together. So now they're in line with the hips. From here, I want you to lift your heels up off the mat so we come into the ball of the foot. Staying on the ball of the foot, now we've got a bigger range to work through. Hips lower down, touch the mat. As you send them back up, you're opening your knees out into your band. We draw in, tap the hips down. Lift up, open the knees out. Inhale down. Exhale out. Beautiful work. Now again, we want to think glutes firing. Keep your heels elevated so that you've got a bigger range to move through in that bridge. Each time you lift your hips up again, I want you to gently engage into the core, into those deep belly muscles that we've already begun to activate. Let's take 3 more here. We go for 2. On that next one, let's take one of those openings. Draw the knees together, lower the heels down. From here, we just pulse the hips up and down, gently squeezing deeper into those glutes. Weight is pressing now through your heels. We go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Roll down through your spine here. Let's just gently drop the knees side to side. Release your tension through your lower back. Release the breath. We're going to work over into some side lines so we continue to work our glutes. I want you to come onto your left side to start. Now we're going to have our arm out long. We're going to bend the knees, have the knees stacked at the front of the mat. Have your hips and heels towards the back of your mat. Now, rather than collapsing down through the ribs, I want you to grab that top hip, push it away from you. That's going to help you engage through the core here. Now, from here, I want you to gently float the feet off the mat, and we take it into an elevated clam. So squeeze deep into that glute to float the knee up. Gently release down. Notice that I'm not dropping through my waist. I'm lifting up the whole time. We continue to work through our abs even as we move into deeper glute work. Exhale up, inhale down. Now we have got that band on, so we're using the band to add extra resistance. If you don't have a band, do not worry, you will still get a burn as we move through this series. Really important here to focus again on your breath. The breath will always allow you or ensure that we work through the correct muscles. We begin to activate into the correct part of the muscle. Let's take 2 more of these elevated clams. Then I want you to float the feet back down. Continue to engage the belly. This time you're going to lift the top leg all the way up. Keep the bottom leg down, then lower that top leg down. Exhale up, inhale down. Good. Now as you move, let's focus on the initiation of the movement. You've got to squeeze into that glute before you even begin to float the leg up. So rather than using momentum, we actually use those muscles. We don't rush through, we actually feel that strength, that deep control. Let's take 1 more here. You're going to keep that leg lifted now. From here, your knee is going to tuck into your chest. We're going to extend that leg out nice and long. Find that length. Tuck in. Extend that leg out. Now check that your hips are stacked on top of each other. Check again that we're not collapsing through the waist. We're finding that nice long length in the leg. That lovely control as you move. Inhale, tuck. Exhale to extend. 2 more here. Now we're going to leave that leg out. We are almost done. I want you to keep your leg at hip height for me. From here, we're just going to begin to draw circles. Now that circle is coming from the top of the hip. Rather than just moving the ankle, the entire leg rolls round here for 3, 2, really press into that band. 1, we go other direction. Circle it out. Keep that core engagement. The whole body is on. We are working really strong for 3, 2, hold it on 1. Let's end with those pulses. You know the drill. We want to pulse just for 5, 4. Let's lift it a little bit higher. 3. We go for 2, 1, and release. There. Stay on this side. Let's bend the knees again. If you need, just give that glute a little tap out. We're going to work into some oblique side planks. So from here, I want you to come up onto your forearm. Now I want you to have your chest forwards here. We're not collapsing again through that side body. We're lifting up. We're going to keep the knees bent and the feet bent here. So we're in a sort of zigzaggy position. From here, you're going to reach your top arm to the ceiling. I want you to take a lovely big exhale as we send the hips up off the mat. We reach all the way up to that ceiling. Now from here, you're going to inhale as the arm reaches overhead. We're going to lower the hips down. We're going to exhale as everything comes back up. Inhale over. Exhale up. Now as you work, I want you to think of squeezing into your waist. So it's all about the obliques. That is the side of the core. Now it's that side of the waist that is closest to the mat that is really working to help you find height in your movement. 2 more here. Now on that next one, I want you to stay up for a little bit longer. We're going to lift up even higher and we're going to pulse through those hips. So we squeeze deeper into our waist here. Really lengthen that top arm for 3, 2, 1. Release. Allow that long exhale, release that tension from the body, because you know the drill, we have all of that to do on our second side. So I want you to come onto your right arm this time. Take your time to find the setup. So we're releasing the right arm out long. We're allowing our head to be lengthened, released onto that arm. Knees at the front of your mat, hips and heels at the back. If this is uncomfortable for you, feel free to grab a pillow, place it on your top arm, and just allow your head to be released there, if that allows you to be in more of a neutral spine. From here, we grab our top hip again, press it away from us. As you do, feel the strength in the belly, feel that little gap between your side body and the mat. Feet float up and we go straight into that elevated clam. Squeeze into that left glute, press the knee open, gently release down. Breathe out to lift up, breathe in to lower. Good. Now you know what's coming on this side. So rather than worrying about that burn you're about to feel, let's focus in on our breath and let our breath help us with the movement. Let it allow you to feel that contraction into that muscle we're working, but also let it allow you relax slightly into the rest of the body so that you can create space for that leg to move, for that glute to activate. We take 3 more of these elevated clams. Last one here. We are going to lower the feet down. We keep that bottom leg on the ground, top one gently floats up, release back down. Continue to engage the core. Lovely work. Now remember, if that booty band becomes too much, you can take it off and continue to do the movements without it. Either way, you will be working into that glute. You will be firing it up. You also will feel that burn the whole time. Let's take 3 more here. Really enjoy that burn. We go for 2. I want you to hold your leg up on that next one. Stay. From here, we tuck that knee in towards us. Lengthen that leg out long. Keep it at hip height or higher. Inhale, tuck, engage the belly. Exhale, extend, lengthen through the spine. Even in this side lying glute work here, we are still engaging the whole body. Everything is intentional, whether it's the head being released on the arm or a pillow, whether it's the engagement of the core, or it's us allowing us to stay in our neutral spine. Everything is slightly active or is intentionally released. Let's take 2 more here. We're going to hold that leg out. Enjoy those shakes. From here, we begin our circles now. That entire leg is moving. It's pressing into your band. Good. Let's begin those circles in the other direction now. Really press it up. Breathe through it. Do not hold that breath. I can't continue to stress enough how important your breath is. Let's hold it there. And you know the drill, we pulse it now. Little squeezes deeper into that glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Really allow your breath to go. Wow, the second side is always so much more of a burn. From here, we're going to come onto our forearm. We are going into those oblique side planks. Place your forearm into the mat here. Keep your knees bent. We're in that same zigzag position. Lift up from those lower ribs. Now that is the side of the obliques we're working. Other arm is up to the ceiling. We're going to reach through those fingertips. Float the hips up. Keep the knees down. From here, as you lower the hips, we're going to reach the arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale to squeeze back up into that waist. down. Exhale to lift. Really feel that contraction in your obliques. Beautiful work. Let's take 2 more here. Last one, we hold it up. Reach even higher through those fingertips. Let's pulse now deeper into that bottom obliques for 3, 2, 1, and release. Lovely work, guys. Let's just come over to sitting. Ooh, just allow your breath to go. From here, I want you to keep a little bend through the knees, but rather than placing your feet flat down, we're coming onto our heels and the legs are slightly away from you. We're going to work a little bit more into that core. So I want you to find that link through the spine. Imagine there is a string on the crown of your head. Someone is pulling it up. We are really stacked. Our ribs are drawing in. We're engaged in the belly. Hands reach forwards. Now let's roll those shoulders up, back and down, and just take a big breath in here. Now as you exhale, we're going to scoop into our belly. We're going to continue to roll halfway down. So pause halfway, keep those heels pressing down. I want you to create a nice big circle with the arms, like you're holding a big beach ball here. We're going to rotate side to side. We continue to work that obliques both ways, and I want you to focus on twisting the entire body here. One way and then the other. This is really going to tighten up those muscles around our waist. It's going to help us feel really strong when we move through quite functional movements throughout our day. Exhale one way, inhale the other. Now, if that feels comfortable, you might want to add another layer. As you take that twist, we float that leg that we're twisting towards up. Release. We alternate sides as you twist. So the leg that you're twisting towards is floating up gently here. Allow that to create space to twist even further. Good. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1 more here. And release, lengthen the legs, come up to sitting. Let's just gently hinge at the hips and just take a release over our legs for a breath. So allow your head to drop, allow the spine to curve gently. Good. We are going to re-stack up. I want you to flip over now onto your hands and knees. And we're going to do a little bit more functional work through the core. So from here, you're going to have your shoulders over your wrists and your knees directly under your hips. I want you to tuck your toes under. We're just going to take an inhale as you send your ribs down to the mat and look up to the ceiling. And then you're going to curve your spine in the other direction. Allow your head to drop. Feel that exhale here. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you look down. One more in either direction. Feel that mobility through the back. Then you're going to find that point in the middle, and we're in our neutral spine. Now you're not letting the ribs drop down, you're drawing them together. We're strong through that upper body. Let's tuck those toes if they're not already. From here, you're squeezing that lower belly. You're going to gently bring the knees off the mat, then tap them down. Float up, tap down. So it's a tiny movement here. Now as you move, you're thinking lower belly. You're thinking of supporting your neutral spine by drawing the ribs together, by being strong in the upper body. Don't allow that lower back to arch. We always think neutral. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So we're quite percussive with that breath, just for 3, because we're going to add another layer in 2. Hold it up on 1. This time you're going to press your knees out into your band. Draw them back in, tap back down. Lift, open, in, down. Now you're looking towards the front of your mat. You're keeping a lengthened neck. We're not looking up, we're not looking down, we're looking slightly forwards here. We're always trying to keep our spine really long. Let's go for 3, 2, last one. Hold it in that bear plank. Don't drop your knees down, stay there. Feel that deep engagement of the core. This is our last bit of movement. Feel really strong, really activated. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Let's release. Untuck those toes. Gently press your hips down into child's pose. Reach the arms forward. Allow your head to drop. Just release the body. You're sending your hips to your heels, and I really want you to allow your head to fully disengage here as everything sinks into the mat. You're going to take a few spinal flows here. So from here, I want you to shift your weight onto your hands as we begin to shift our weight forward. We come through a cat stretch, so our spine comes up to the ceiling. Continue to bring your hips forward. Take a soft bend in the elbows, drop your hips down to the mat. Roll the shoulders back, look up to the ceiling here. Feel that stretch in the abs. And then exhale, reverse back into child's pose. Let's go again. I want you to feel really fluid in the spine. So now we let go of our practice. Anything that you weren't able to do or that felt wrong, even things that felt amazing, just let go now. And just allow your body to stretch and flow. Some days it might feel really easy. Other days it might feel really hard. Now we want to just do the practice and then be allowed to let go and move on. Let's take one more flow. Really, again, be intentional here. Feel the spine stretching. Feel the hips dropping, the abs stretching for that length in the body. Allow your breath to guide you, to help you find your release in the body. We're going to hold child's pose here for 1 breath. Exhale, sink deeper. You're going to gently come up onto your knees. Let's restack our spine. Now at the top of the movement here, I want you to take a nice big shoulder roll. So allow the shoulders to come up, back and down. Let's just take 2 more of those. We're setting up through our spine, setting up through our posture. As you move through your day, I want you to think of that neutral spine. I want you to think of intentional movements and your breath. And just see if that helps you move a little bit easier throughout your day today. Let's take a breath in to finish together. Bringing the arms up to the ceiling. Inhale for me here. Exhale, just allow everything to release. Allow the spine to lengthen. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you've got any requests on any other classes you'd like to see, or any specific movements or places you want to work on, please leave them in the comments. We are happy to facilitate and help as much as we can. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, and most importantly, leave a comment. It helps us so much. We want to continue to grow this channel for you guys and just give you all of our info and knowledge and just allow you to practice wherever you are in the world with us here. But thank you so much and have a lovely rest of your week.